Thank you. Thank you. When your dad just finished beating you and you're crying, then he trips and falls. I never know what to say when someone randomly says to me, "I know someone who looks like you." I mean, what am I supposed to say? Oh, I find it weird when that strange old lady walks up to me in the store and goes, "You look just like my granddaughter," and I'm thinking, is that good or bad? And then I start judging what the granddaughter might look like, based on how the grandma looks. Creepy. A man goes to the police station wanting to speak to the burglar who broke into his house the night before. "You'll get your chance in court," says the desk sergeant. "No, no," says the man. "I want to know how he got into the house without waking my wife. I've been trying to do that for years." When a man marries a woman, they become one, but the trouble starts when they try to decide which one. A man walks into a restaurant with a full-grown ostrich behind him. The waitress asks for their orders. The guy says, "A hamburger, fries, and a Coke," and turns to the ostrich. "What's yours?" "I'll have the same," says the ostrich. A short time later the waitress returns with the order. "That will be $18.40 please." The man reaches into his pocket and, without looking, pulls out the exact change for payment. The next day, the guy and the ostrich return to the same restaurant and the guy says, "A hamburger, fries, and a Coke." The ostrich says, "I'll have the same." Again the guy reaches into his pocket and pays with exact change. This becomes routine until one night they enter the restaurant and the waitress asks, "The usual?" "No, this is Friday night, so I will have a steak, baked potato, and salad," says the guy. "Me too," says the ostrich. The waitress brings the order and says, "That will be $42.62. Once again the guy pulls the exact change out of his pocket and places it on the table. The waitress can't hold back her curiosity any longer. "Excuse me, sir, how do you manage to always come up with the exact change out of your pocket every time?" "Well," says the guy, "several years ago I was cleaning my attic and found an old lamp. When I rubbed it, a genie appeared and offered me 2 wishes. My first wish was that, if I ever had to pay for anything, I would just put my hand in my pocket and the right amount of money would always be there." "That's brilliant," says the waitress. "Most people would wish for $1 million or something, but you'll always be as rich as you want for, as long as you live." "That's right. Whether it's a gallon of milk or a Rolls Royce, the exact money is always there," says the guy. The waitress asks, "But, sir, what's with the ostrich?" The guy sighs and answers, "My second wish was for a tall chick with long legs who agrees with everything I say." The teacher asked Johnson, "Why are you late?" and he said, "My parents were fighting." Teacher then said, "Is that a valid reason?" Johnson, "Yes, my mom was using my shoe to beat dad, so I had to wait." It is only an Indian movie that armed robber will be singing inside a bank after robbery, and police will be outside dancing. Funny people. Superman movies are really funny. They say the world is in trouble, but they will end up saving only one country, which is America. Do you know that women don't like rain because it restores their faces to factory setting? I overheard a lady talking to her guy on phone. Initially, I thought maybe she was talking to God, because all the things she asked for is only God that can provide them. 3 absent-minded writers were busy discussing a writing project on the platform while waiting for the train. The announcement was made, and the train finally arrived. There was complete panic among eagerly waiting passengers as the train made its way to the platform. Passengers rushed inside the train, and the train left. However, one of the writers was not able to catch the train in the confusion. A passerby who saw all this came up to the writer and told him not to worry and catch the next available train. The writer replied, "I'm not worried for myself, but the real problem is that I was the one who was supposed to catch the train, and the two of them who went on the train actually came to see me off.